Today we celebrate Christ's sovereign rule and ask Him to reign in our lives with justice, mercy, and love. May our hearts become a part of His eternal kingdom. A reading from the second book of Samuel, chapter 5, verses 1 through 3. In those days, all the tribes of Israel came to David in Hebron and said, "Here we are, your bone and your flesh. In days past, when Saul was our king, it was you who led the Israelites out and brought them back. And the Lord said to you, 'You shall shepherd my people Israel, and shall be commander of Israel.'" When all the elders of Israel came to David in Hebron, King David made an agreement with them there before the Lord, and they anointed him king of Israel. A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Colossians, chapter 1, verses 12 through 20. Brothers and sisters, let us give thanks to the Father who has made you fit to share in the inheritance of the holy ones in light. He delivered us from the power of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of His beloved Son, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For in Him were created all things in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through Him and for Him. He is before all things, and in Him all things hold together. He is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things He Himself might be preeminent. For in Him all the fullness was pleased to dwell, and through Him to reconcile all things for Him, making peace by the blood of His cross through Him, whether those on earth or those in heaven. From the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 23, verses 35 through 43. The rulers sneered at Jesus and said, "He saved others. Let Him save Himself if He is the chosen one, the Christ of God." Even the soldiers jeered at Him. As they approached to offer Him wine, they called out, "If you are King of the Jews, save yourself." Above Him there was an inscription that read, "This is the King of the Jews." Now one of the criminals hanging there reviled Jesus, saying, "Are you not the Christ? Save yourself and us." The other, however, rebuking Him, said in reply, "Have you no fear of God? For you are subject to the same condemnation. And indeed, we have been condemned justly, for the sentence we received corresponds to our crimes, but this man has done nothing criminal." Then He said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." He replied to him, "Amen, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." Pope Francis, Homily, Asti Cathedral, Solemnity of Christ the King, 20 November 2022. On the cross, we see a single phrase, "This is the King of the Jews." That is Jesus' title. He is a king. Yet as we gaze upon Him, our idea of a king is turned upside down. When we try to visualize a king, what comes to mind is a powerful man seated on a throne with magnificent insignia, a scepter in his hand, and precious rings on his fingers, speaking in solemn tones to his subjects. That, more or less, is what we imagine. Looking at Jesus, though, we see the complete opposite. He is not comfortably enthroned, but hanging on a gibbet. The God who casts down the mighty from their thrones appears as a slave executed by those in power. Apparelled only with nails and thorns,
stripped of everything yet rich in love, from his throne on the cross, he no longer teaches the crowds by his words. He no longer lifts his hands as a teacher. He does more. Pointing a finger at no one, he opens his arms to all. That is how he shows himself to be our King, with open arms. Only by entering into his embrace do we understand. We come to realize that God went to this extreme, even to the paradox of the cross, in order to embrace every one of us, no matter how far distant we may be from him. He embraces our death, our pain, our poverty, our weakness. He embraced all of it. He became a slave so that each of us could become a son.
Amen.